Mark Duda with us, Lackawanna College, the Falcons, successful season coach. Let's talk a little bit about this year. And again, you guys are there. You're developing guys, getting them to the next level. We've seen that happen for a long time in your coaching career. And I'm sure you had another good crew this year that you saw guys grow from game one to the end of the season. You guys played in a bowl. You headed out, a lot of success.
It was a great year. It always is. I think the best thing we do is I think we get players in development. Our player development is excellent. So we get good players to begin with, make them a lot better. And that is like an everyday kind of thing, right? Practice and weights and all those things we always talk about. So I think our players at the end, I was talking on the way in the car here with my guys, and they said, we played Georgia Military in September, and they beat us by 14 points. And we played them in November and beat them by 30 points. Right? So we develop as we go along, and our kids get better and they buy in. And at the end, they're better football players than before. So you really don't want to play us in November, right? Because at that point, I think these guys are at their full ability level. So that was really good. And then also, I think a lot of our young guys, they learn how to work as time goes along. I think that's important. So that helps them at the next level and certainly helps us get better as the year goes on.
We're seeing a lot going on. The transfer portal is like red hot right now, and it's crazy. But there's still a need for guys coming from Lackawanna College to go and immediately help these programs, as we've seen all throughout your career.
There's no question. The portal is a way for an unhappy guy, all right, to leave some place that he thought was going to be okay to go to another place. It often doesn't work out. Many portal guys don't even end up with another school. Our guys are hungry to be good football players. They're appreciative of the things they get when they go to the next level. They're not guys who quit on one program to go to another. I mean, what would you rather? A guy who came to Lackawanna College and worked at it to your school, or a guy who quit another program in your conference to go to yours? I mean, for our situation, I think our kids hang in there, and once we get to a place, I think our track record has proven that our kids become really, really good football players.
You do tend to get some guys that have some adversity in their lives in some fashion, whether it's academics, athletics, family stuff, whatever it is. But you seem to, really right that ship for these kids to grow up to be men. And that is part of your formula of that structure, that consistency, and positive people around this Lackawanna College football program and the success of guys before them.
Sure, I think it's really important. I think the fact that maybe they had a financial situation along the way or an academic one, to come to a place that's solid and stable, where rules aren't negotiable, where all those things are a fact of life at our school, really help them progress more quickly. I don't think there's any question that when you take our guy out of high school, 2 years later, he's a much better football player. But more importantly, I think he's more responsible and he's a better student than he was. There's no question about that. Because when you look at our guys, from Jaquan Brisker to Mark Lewinsky to all those guys who are in the league, they're all college graduates, every dang one of them. Okay, so I think that's really, really important. It's kind of missed along the way. So I think we are hard and we are tough and we are firm, but we're fair. And I think that makes a difference for us.
You play some good schools once again this year, ranked teams, and it's always a great measuring stick. But that's what you want to do every year. You want to play the best competition along the way. Some programs might not be able to cancel. It's not, it's just the way it works. That's frustrating, I'm sure, on your end, because you want you guys getting reps. You want the consistency of playing week in and week out. But those top 10, top 15 teams, they're pretty consistent. You know what you're getting, and it's nice when you guys are able to compete, whether you're taking a long trip or they're coming to you.
I'm proud of the fact that we've never turned anybody down. We've always played the hardest schedule. This year was the hardest schedule at Lackawanna College we had in our history. Okay, we played Snow, the top 5 team. We played New Mexico Military College in a bowl game. They were number 1 in the country last year. Right? We played Georgia Military twice, not once, twice. We played Monroe twice. So it was the toughest schedule we had. We went 7-3, but it was a super schedule, and we won more games, twice as many games as we lost. So I think we did a great job of that. And I think the fact that we never back away from anybody, no matter what, makes us a really good football program.
You're getting a little older, like me. We're all getting a little bit older, Coach.
Yes, indeed.
How is that burning desire of coaching still going for you? And when you see what you're doing with these young men, I'm sure that's very fulfilling for you. But nonetheless, there's things you might want to travel, spend some time with your own family. But where you at here at your own evaluation at the end of 2022?
Yeah, I'm 61 years old. Going to be 62 in February. Been doing this for 30 years at Lackawanna College. I love football as much as I ever did, and I certainly love the players who play for me. I think they know that. I think it's really sometimes the day gets a little long, and I don't think you're quite as fit as you were. But I think when it comes to practice and football, I love it. It's not a job for me. It never has been. And I think for me, it's something I really enjoy.
Coach, always great to catch up with you. I wish you and your family the best over the holidays. Congratulations on a successful season.
Thanks, John.